everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of Broadway Blurbs. Thank you to everybody who watched the first episode. If you haven't seen it, be sure you check it out and subscribe so that you don't miss any more. To kick off this week, we're just going to check in on some of the things that are happening in the theater world right now, and we're going to start with the Crazy For You Lab. As I mentioned in the last episode, I am a huge Laura Osnes buff, so I am extremely excited about this. It stars Laura Osnes. Oh my god. Laura Osnes and Tony Yazbek in the leading roles, and they had recently done a concert version of Crazy For You at Lincoln Center, so they've already done this together. There was also supposed to be a pre-Broadway tryout in LA that got postponed, so hopefully the lab is hinting towards, a little bit more action on Broadway, but we'll see. Next, I am sure that many of you, if not all of you, watched the Golden Globes or at least know about Pasek and Paul and their huge win. Now, I've seen Greatest Showman 2 times at this point, and I still want to go back for more, so I think that tells you enough. But in case you don't know anything about it, Pasek and Paul, who are the composers and lyricists of Dogfight, Dear Evan Hansen. Anyway, they won the Golden Globe for the Best Original Song at the Golden Globes for their number This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. And this song, if you haven't heard it, you need to listen to it. But it is such an empowerment song, and I think that anybody can relate to it at any point in their life. I think that Pasek and Paul are so deserving of this. I was so excited. My entire family got up and screamed because we'd just seen it that day. But it was my second time, so But congratulations to Pasek and Paul, and if you have not listened to any numbers in The Greatest Showman, please be sure you do so, and keep an eye out for Pasek and Paul because I have been a fan of them since their Dogfight days, and they just keep on growing and surprising me. Next, Sarah Bareilles, starring as Mary Magdalene in the Jesus Christ Superstar Live that will be premiering on Easter Sunday. Everybody knows that Sarah Bareilles is a queen, okay? From her songwriting to her singing and performing to just being a human being, she is amazing. So, the fact that she will be performing with John Legend and Alice Cooper in Jesus Christ Superstar live on Easter Sunday, it's kind of just a whole package. You can't really... Why did I just vogue? So, be sure to tune in on Easter Sunday on NBC to check out Sarah, John, and Alice, and everybody else who will be performing because I'm sure it will be incredible. Shocker, we're going to talk about Larrins and Flaherty. I just mixed their names together. Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty. Or, I guess, in a very indirect way. January 8th, Norm Lewis and Tamara Gray, Norm Lewis and Tamara Gray have joined the cast of Once on This Island. I'm super excited about it. Norm Lewis is just kind of like the father of Broadway right now. I just feel like he's just got a very fatherly presence. And Tamara Gray, I do not know much about her experience on Broadway, but in my little years, I do remember watching her on American Idol, and she has got a voice that can kill. So, please, 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 if you ever have a chance to see the show, go see Once on This Island and tell them I said hello, because Lord knows, probably won't be getting there anytime soon. This week has been very exciting and very upbeat, but we did get some very, very upsetting news, and it was surrounded by Ben Vereen. If you don't know Ben Vereen, I think he's most well known for playing the leading Pippin. The leading Pipper. Oh my god. Why can't I say leading player? Playing the leading player in the original cast of Pippin. But this week, his name hit the headlines for sexual harassment allegations. According to reports, the actions took place when he was directing a production of Hair in Florida, and I'm honestly speechless. I was speechless when I read it. I'm speechless now. When asked about the subject, Vereen said, "I would like to apologize directly to the female cast members of the musical Hair for my inappropriate conduct when I directed the production in 2015. While it was my intention to create an environment that replicated the themes of that musical during the rehearsal process, I have since come to understand that it is my conduct, not my intentions, which are relevant here." I personally don't know what to think of that apology. I think that the end really just doesn't make any sense, and it does not support his case at all. It does not matter what concept or what time period or what types of things happen in the show that you're producing or directing or starring in. You're still living in a different time, and you're they're still living in a different moment, and especially as the director of the production in a show like Hair, where there are very suggestive scenes in it, he should take extra precautions to make sure that everyone feels like they are in a safe environment, and to take advantage of that is absolutely disgusting. That's just my opinion on it. We can have conversations about it in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in to the second episode of Broadway Blurbs. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, conversation topics, food suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Please remember to follow us on our Instagram and Twitter accounts at BWayBlurbs. Also, the most important thing is subscribe.